All right, so we're here again, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode. We are really talking about personal effectiveness and positive alteration. Now, many times we tend to look at and see and think that we're competing with other people, and we want to do what we can to be better than other people. But I think research has shown and life experiences have shown that the biggest competitor that you have is you. And the biggest competitor that I have against myself is me. In today's world, it is very easy to get caught up in the idea of competing with other people. And we constantly are bombarded with messages that tell us we need to be better than other people, we need to be stronger, faster, and even more successful than those around us. But the truth is, the only person, the most formidable force that you have is you. I was studying a couple of days ago about peer pressure. And naturally, we always would think that when we talk about peer pressure, we're talking about the pressure that other people put on us, our people, I mean, our friends and our peers put on us. But what about the pressure, the undue pressure that we put on ourselves? What about the undue pressure we put on ourselves when we think, when we see things and we think, I should have that, I should be like that person, I should. I mean, those are self manufactured pressures. So if you're unable to tame yourself, if you're unable to look at your thinking, your thought processes and tame yourself, you'll be putting undue pressure and you'll be thinking it's just about other people. You see, when we focus on competing with others, we often end up feeling inadequate or even resentful at times. And when we compare ourselves with others, you know what happens? Our measure of success seems to be based on their achievements, not and that means that our strength, our power does not come from our inside, from the base, from our core, our locus of operation, of strength. Our center of strength is not from inside, it's from outside. We want validation from other people. We use other people as a benchmark. And this can lead to feelings of anxiety, can lead to feelings of self-doubt or even depression. It's important to remember that everyone has their own unique path, and we should judge our journey based. It's not encouraging to judge ourselves, to judge our journey, the success or failures of our journey in terms of what other people achieve. Rather, it's important, instead of comparing ourselves to other people, it's important to focus on the best version of ourselves. It's important to focus on self or personal effectiveness, personal growth, step by step. We all wouldn't grow this way straight up. Some people are gonna have hiccups as you grow up. Challenge yourself to set and achieve your own personal goals. And no matter how small those goals might be, it's important that you stay focused. Whether it is maybe running a marathon, learning a new language, learning a new skill, practicing something like self care, understanding yourself, growing yourself in any form, all of these are achievements that uh, you can actually gain and would give you a measure of self pride and accomplishment. And this is not just going to be by you comparing yourself with others. It's going to be about how can I be a better person? How can I be a better version of myself? Now, what is another benefit of focusing on yourself? It allows you to celebrate the successes of others because you are not jealous, you're not envious of other people when they succeed. Rather, you are happy with them, you celebrate with them. So instead of feeling envious or competitive, you are genuinely rejoicing with people, you appreciate their accomplishments. Someone said something the other time, if you want people to clap for you, why don't you clap for other people first? Why don't you be happy for them? And what that happens when you're genuinely interested in other people and you want to help out and you are happy for them is that it creates a positive and supportive environment around you. The energy is positive and a lot more supportive. And everyone around you tends to thrive. Everyone around you tends to succeed because you are a force for success. You are not jealous or envious of anyone. It's really important to remember that growth and improvement are a process. It doesn't really happen. It's not an act. It just happened once. It's a combination of a series of acts. So it is a process. And it is okay sometimes to make mistakes, really, in the process of becoming a better version of yourself. You do not have to be perfect. In fact, I think it's been argued that perfection is like the lowest form of learning, because you want to try to be perfect before you make the next step. You are not learning. But why don't you attain a height of, why don't you get knowledge, try that, apply it? Okay, because wisdom comes from, you get knowledge comes from the application of the information that you get, and wisdom comes from the application of knowledge, because you apply your knowledge, you learn something. Sometimes you get burnt, you become wiser. Someone told me once that whenever you make a mistake, that means you fall, you pick an ounce of wisdom, you know, and then you go back, you fall again, you pick another ounce of wisdom. That's why you become wiser. So when you see someone going through that path, you say, don't go there. I've been there before. Or at least I know someone who's been there before, and I know how it ends, because you're wiser. So that's why it's important to focus on personal growth, on personal effectiveness. You see, at the end of the day, the only person that you should be competing with yourself is you. The only person you need to compete with is you, no one else. Use your energy and focus to become the best version of yourself. And trust me, I tell you, you will be happier. You will be more fulfilled. I can guarantee you'll be more fulfilled. And so today, just start focusing on your own journey. Don't let the world and society and the expectations and social media to squeeze you and box you in, because you are your only competitor. You're your only competitor. You are your only competition. No one is there in that space. You just thinking that other people are there with you. So work hard, be determined, love people, be kind, make sure that be generous, because that's where happiness comes from. Remember, there is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. I hope that this video somehow has touched one or two very important nuggets of life, thrown at you. So that, and I believe that you've got those nuggets and you are going to apply those and become a better version of yourself. Because my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and trust me, my sincere desire for you is that you go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and share this video if you think you've learned anything and you really do think that there's someone else out there that should benefit from the nuggets that we've shared. And again, if you think there's anything that I have touched and you want to contest it, or anything you want me to talk about, put it there in the comment. It's an ongoing thing. We're all learning, all right? And we share knowledge, and then what information that we have, and we become better. Someone told me once, trust me, that the essence of any debate is to make the subject better than when we started talking about it. So